All right, guys, so if you have a Chinese scooter and you're trying, or in this case an ATV, and you're trying to replace the stator in it, there's something you need to pay attention to or it's not going to work for you. So if you look at all these wires here, we have our stator wires, we have our main power wire, our ground wire. You need to look at the pinout on here, and you can see already the middle one on the bottom right there, the red and black, that's the main power coming out, and the right is your ground, right? So if you look at those, and you look at the wiring of the new one, okay, these wires are all in the same places on the stator, but they're in different places on the pinout of the plug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, I'm going to repin them in the proper orientation. This blue and the red and black need to be switched, and then the rest of it should be fine. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that first. You can always use a multimeter and just do continuity of where the wires are here and just match the wires here to your pinout of your plug. So let me get these swapped over. These are simple. They're just, they got a little tab, and then you just push over and you can pop them right out. All right, so you can see what they look like here. There's a little pin on the back. I just stuck a clip in there into that section right there, a little pin. Pull it out. Make sure you bend them back a little bit so that they lock into place when you push them back in. And you can see the difference here. The one on the right, the pin, the little locking clip is still in, and the one on the left, I pulled it out. So make sure they're out a little bit so when you push them in, they click into place. And otherwise, when you put the plug together on the bike, it'll push it out, and you'll be searching for another problem that you know you're aware of. So let's make these clips work. All right, and I didn't even realize the plug is actually upside down. They're all in the wrong place, so I got to move them all out, swap them all to the correct places. All right, that's better. Everything's repinned the same way now, so time to swap it out. All right, and put it into the case cover right here, stator cover. Get it back on. All right, now something else you got to pay attention to is this blue-white signal wire. So the way that it came, it was too short. It was getting pulled across tightly. You couldn't even get it behind there. And if you leave that, when you put it back on, the flywheel is just going to cut it. So make sure that you just grab it like in here, the blue and white. You can see it right underneath there. Pull some slack out of there. All right, it's going to pull it through the whole line. Push it down in here and make sure that this is down below that. Looks like there used to be there's a clamp or something that goes there, and I've seen that on some of the other ones, but it's not on this one, and that would hold that wire in place. So, but make sure that it's at least lower than that. All right, so now that we got it in here and everything is in the right place, I got it probed in the power, which is the middle one, the red-black. I'm going to put the other one on the ground. We're going to crank it, and before it was only getting 1.03 or something like that voltage. So let me show you what it gets now with a correctly working stator. All right, power on. All right, let's crank it. All right, 43 to 50. That's what you want. You want it to be above 40 volts AC. All right, let's see if we got a spark.